Hello everyone, I'm back with another pick a card. This pick a card is going to be messages from your dreams or messages from your astral. And the idea of this, I was inspired by a dream I had where I was looking for a crystal. And I went to my local crystal shop and I found a similar crystal to what was in my dream. And look at this thing, it's fracking huge. This is a big chunk of Chris Cola. So I got this along with a couple others. That one is heavy. Yeah, these ones I bought that day, but these I bought from the same shop too. Um, and I also wanted to take a moment to tell you about my website during the pandemic. So I'm a big, huge crystal nerd, obviously, and I've been that way since I was a kid. So spirituality and crystals was like awesome to me. But I got a little carried away during the pandemic and got into jewelry making, and I bought all these beads. And I just have too many, and I have an Etsy shop that I've now attached to my website. So if you are interested in buying any of these so I can stop having them around my house, then go to my website and see it. And I'll show you a few. Some of them have spacers with my logo, if you can see. Yeah, but it's, I'm pretty deliberate now. Back when I first started, I kind of just bought everything. But now I'm kind of keeping it to either unique stones or high quality stones, or just whatever colors. Here's some example. This is a chevron amethyst, so it's a bit different than your traditional amethyst, and it has this chevron patterns in the stone, and also things like blue calcite, blue apatite, blue-green calcite, even regular calcite, or no, wait, I said calcite again. This is kyanite, blue-green kyanite. I don't know why I keep wanting to say calcite. There you go. It's kind of hard to tell what the color is in this background, because this is the regular blue kyanite. Okay, you can kind of tell the difference. And this is regular kyanite with labradorite. So anyway, if you're interested in beaded jewelry, beaded bracelets, please go to my website and see if there's anything you like, because I have too many. I had to stop making and I had to stop buying because I wasn't selling any. And I can't wear all of these. I already have probably like 30 for myself. So much appreciated if you visit the website. On the website also, I do offer personal tarot readings too, if you're interested in that. But I'll get to the pick a card now. So pile 1, stone 1, you'll have the green calcite. And this one's a pretty big one. I brought out all my big stones today. Pile 2 will have this Fuschite, also known as the fairy stone. I'm trying to improve my lighting situation, but I still think it's a bit of a struggle. You might not be able to tell how shiny some of these are. Oh, there you go. Pile 3 is Carbondrum. This one is cool. It looks like an asteroid, which I think it's kind of is an asteroid, or it's like a stone made where there's meteor impact. Focus for me. I also want to get a better camera that maybe focuses when I want it to. Oh man. And then pile 4 is Celestite. This one's a big one too. Oh, look at there. It focused there. Let's see if we'll focus for this one again. Come on. Oh, there you go. Yeah, look at how cool that is. But anyway, take a moment to pick your pile, and hopefully this reading resonates for you. Thanks. Hi, pile 1. You've chosen the green calcite. Very pretty here. And I've pulled some initial cards for you. I have the tea leaf cards, which I finally got, and the Osho Zen tarot. So with the tea leaf cards, let's get some symbols that might be coming up in either a dream that you have had or will have in the next coming days, so you'll know that this one is a significant one to pay attention to. The first symbol is dog barking, and it says advice from a friend. Put that there. Second card is caterpillar. Things will not always be this way. A change is coming. Third card is skull. Hidden secrets can harm you. Well, and then third card is marriage. No explanation needed for that. And then the fifth card, did I say third or fourth? Anyway, this is the fifth card, is February. So these could be things indicating this is a significant dream that has a message for you. If there's dog barking, caterpillar, or some kind of transformation taking place, a skull. So I'm getting the idea of things start to take a kind of spooky turn that could be significant for you. Being at a wedding or involving being in a marriage, or the month of February, if you could easily tell it's the month of February, say it's like Valentine's Day, or it's your birthday, or the birthday of a significant other, anything like that could indicate that this is a significant dream. Let's see if I can adjust it. Trying to improve my lighting situation, but glares can happen. I think it's fine for now. So the Osho Zen Tarot will tell us maybe some themes that might come up in this. And I'm still getting used to this deck. I had to look up what the symbols mean and everything. So the first one is Two of Rainbows, which is the physical or pentacle suit. And it says moment to moment. So put that here. Actually, should I put it like here? There we go. And then we have 4, the Rebel. I think this is a major arcana. Interesting. And then we have Page of Clouds, which is swords, and it's the mind. Wow. It's a pretty, already like the skull, it's got a like kind of spooky-ish. So this might be a dream in which you see some imagery that you might normally find disturbing. I'm putting in the glare. And then fourth one is aloneness. So that's 9. That's like the Hermit card almost, I think. Yeah, it's like the Hermit card. So far, this seems like it's not going to be a very good dream. This could be talking about the loss of a relationship, either a marriage or a friendship, or I'm almost even envisioning a scenario if you had a friend and your spouse kind of tells you that that friend's not good for you, or the hidden secrets, this friend is, texted me out of nowhere or made an inappropriate move towards me, like that sort of situation where I feel like it would change a lot. Like the sort of thing would change a lot. There would be a lot of emotion involved, and you wouldn't be able to forget it. And with the moment to moment and Rebel, it's maybe there's some kind of juggling back and forth with how you might handle the situation. Is it repairable, etc.? That's just one possible scenario. But I think overall the theme is going to involve a personal relationship and choosing choosing maybe between two different personal relationships or two different situations, a situation that affects your personal relationship. And in this dream, if this relates to your waking life, could be actually putting you in a situation that you have to make the choice that you're hesitating to make in real life. So this might be something that inspires you to action, or it could be something that maybe forces you to look at the situation in a different way. I think either way, whatever messages you're going to get via dream or however method you might get messages from the astral, maybe deep meditations, is going to be to enlighten you to a change that you need to make, and maybe something that you are not aware is part of your issues or your problems. So, to get more information, I have the Dreams of Gaia Tarot. And I love this deck because I feel like it does a good job at creating a story. And it's best if you kind of just let the cards tell it. So we'll see like what kind of themes might come up, if there's any more indication of what this could change in your waking life, or maybe it's even to process past issues where you might have had this. Maybe you're getting the opportunity to make a different decision in your dream, which helps resolve some past issue. So let's see the dreams of Gaia has for you. No, okay. That's probably good enough for now. Let's see. The first one that came out is Four of Fire. So I'm gonna lay them out first and see how it goes. Then Union. Then Death, Rebirth. And then Two of Fire. So there is a lot of twos or even numbers. And then Union. There is a big theme of like relationships, I feel, going on here. And the Fire, two fire cards. And here we had two major, one physical, one mind. I feel like this is involving you reliving a particular moment in your life. And I don't want to say making a different choice than what you made in the past, because I'm not seeing a lot about choices. It's like almost showing you maybe you spent too much time, what if. So it wasn't that you had the choice, and maybe because you didn't have the choice is why you spend so much time thinking about what would have happened if it went this other way. And I don't know if this is like, this could either be you getting into a relationship with this union and marriage, or it could be you not getting in a relationship, maybe not committing, or a person not committing to you, and what would have happened. And for some reason, I feel like the what if really haunts you. Because I don't want to say one way or another that this is you definitely got in a relationship or you definitely didn't get in a relationship. I think the point is it's going to show you one way or another what would have happened and what areas that you need to heal now, so you don't keep having this what if this happened, or having regrets, or feeling like maybe you need to change something from the past. I'm getting from this card here, and this would be like the Four of Wands, which is the Union card too, but I'm almost getting like the goal is to just keep looking straight ahead and focus on what is now and what is in the future. that there's no point in rehashing the past over and over again. And death and rebirth, yeah, it's like you're being given a unique opportunity to see what really would have happened. So take it seriously when it comes up, because it's not going to be just a fantasy or subconscious bugging you. It's going to show you, hey, if you're so obsessed with what if, here's what would have happened. I think the key thing here, the key lesson, is not to let your mind get down by the what ifs and wishing that you would have made another decision or wondering what you could have done to affect a different outcome. I think that's the key here. It's not, I think you more resent the fact that you didn't get to decide than you resent the outcome. And I feel this is also maybe a struggle with the divine order of things, and how, rejection is divine protection, and how we kind of obsess over what we didn't get, even though we know that what we got in the end was better. I think this is probably like a huge lesson that you need to work through, and getting to work it out through your dreams or through the astral is probably better than learning the hard way, I would say. But I would say yes, pay attention, and if from a past dream or a soon to be dream, if any of these themes come up, and truly think about it. If you don't dream journal, just write one page if you have to, so you can fully process it and understand it's kind of part of the work that spirit is trying to do for you or help you heal through. So that's what I have for you, pile one. Hopefully something resonates for you. Thanks. Hi, pile two. You chose this Fuschite, the fairy stone, the shiny stone. And I've already picked out some cards. First, I have the tea leaf oracle cards to see if there's any relevant symbols that will come up in your future dreams or have already come up in your past dreams. That will be a hint that this is a dream that you need to pay more attention to, because there's a lesson inside of it. So the first one is happiness. So there's birds here. Is that the sun? I can't tell. Yeah. So next one is funnel. That says period of frustration, lessons to be learned. Then third one is kangaroo. Unsettled times, need to plan ahead. Maybe this is giving me the idea of flying south for the winter as far as planning ahead. And then fourth one is rabbit. And it says too much concern with sexual matters. Interesting. It's not going to focus, sorry. And then fifth one is wreath, sorrow over loss. So this is kind of like the wreaths you would have at like a funeral, maybe. And then I've got the Osho Zen Tarot for some possible themes. And the first one is, pretty sure this is Ace of Rainbow, which is like Ace of Pentacles. Maturity. And then Two of Fire, which is Two of Wands, with possibilities. And then there's another bird and sunset imagery. That's an eagle there. Then we have Four of Clouds, which is Four of Swords and postponement. I'm kind of drawn to how It looks mostly black and white except one frame. And then there is 10 of clouds. Rebirth. So this possible dream or astral experience. So this seems kind of like it's hard not to see this as kind of relationship focused, but not sorry, not relationship, but like your approach to intimacy, maybe. Hold on a sec. In fact, it seems kind of be the opposite. Your reluctance to get into a relationship is what it seems to be about. It seems like, I don't want to say player energy, but it just seems like you might have put off getting into a serious relationship too long. And I guess it's telling you that you need to be more serious about this. Like, maybe you're getting to, how do you want to say? You're getting to the point where you're not going to have the energy to keep cycling through people or having the meet cute again and then getting to know you. It seems like almost that you're getting a bit wary over that. But you might have done this because you wanted time to explore and get out there and experience. And the possibilities thing is also sticking out. I mean, this is why everyone says online dating is kind of crap now. People are under the false impression that they have an endless choice of different options. At any time, the better option can come around, so I better not settle down. And there's probably something more general to this, or general that I could say about this that doesn't necessarily have to do with dating. It just does seem like there's this idea that you had all the time in the world and there was too much to experience to just settle on one thing. But I think you're running out of chances to keep exploring and wondering and putting off committing to things. Because this could also be, I don't know, job, school, things like that. It just seems like you're so not used to committing now that you're going to find yourself uh, taking the losses worse than you did in the past. And even if we're talking about job here, like not committing to a specific career, maybe you wanted to be freelance and now the freelance is not working out. So uh, it's a lesson, I feel, in commitment and stop believing the grass is greener or there's always something better coming along. And unfortunately, I think with this 10 of clouds, which is the 10 of swords, this might come about because of huge loss. So if this is happening in a dream and it's just giving you the feeling or the experience of losing something to snap you out of whatever fear of commitment that you're in or fear of intimacy, then it's something you definitely have to pay attention to. I'm gonna get the Dreams of Gaia tarot and see if there's anything else that you should pay attention to and what kind of lesson is trying to come through in the dream you have. First is 10 of Earth. And the second was the Maiden. Number 2. 3 was Journey. And then this is 10 of Air. So 10 of Air again. I definitely feel like whatever is gonna be shown to you is gonna be dealing with a loss or an ending of something. And with this 10 energy here, the Earth energy, I'm getting here either if this is relationship related, family, marriage. If this is job related, this is retirement. This is, stability and the things that you might feel you want later in life that you're not really prioritizing now. And I feel like it's because of this maiden and journey energy. It's like really chasing after kind of emotional fulfillment or just really feeling like this possibilities energy, wanting to explore more, whether that's traveling, vacationing, and really being more in the mindset of experiencing versus committing. And I guess this energy, I want to say I guess, I would say this energy is not bad when you are still young and you are still kind of establishing yourself, but I believe like depending on your age or situation, you're getting to the point where you have to adjust your mindset to plan more for the future and commit to something, or else you might find yourself in a precarious situation. So, this I feel is what your dreams are going to try and tell you and give you a heads up about this. I think, yes, the key is like commitment, not wanting to commit, not really planning ahead, and just this need for freedom and exploration is really coming through. And I don't think anyone's trying to take away your freedom. The universe is definitely not trying to take away your freedom. Just realizing that there's balance in everything. There's also quite a few butterflies here too. Butterfly here, butterfly here, butterfly here. And then there's another rabbit. Yeah. I feel like if this dream, it might feel a lot more harsh. It might be very intense. So this is a lesson that really inspires you years from now, which can be pretty tough for a dream to do. I say, we remember kind of bad nightmares or really good dreams, but I feel like the lessons dreams, you almost kind of want to dump them immediately because they can be kind of traumatic. I mean, the reason I even did this reading is besides seeing the stone in my dream is because I had a similar dream that seemed like it was trying to show me something. So, rethink your ideas on commitment and planning for your future. And this could either be job or it can be relationship wise. You decide what resonates for you. So hopefully something there helped you, pile two. Thanks. Hi, pile three. You chose this really cool Carbondrum. Let's see. Yeah, look how cool that is. So I'll put this up here, and I've already pre-pulled some cards. First, I have the Tea Leaf Oracle, and this will give some idea of some symbols that you might see in either a past dream or a dream you'll have in the future. The first one is success. Second one is gavel. Involvement with the law. Third one is tortoise. Slowly but surely getting ahead. fourth one is staff. You will be taken care of in difficult times. And then ram, a stubborn, aggressive person. Well, that's kind of a lot of information already, just in the tea leaf oracle cards, but I'll get the Osho Zen Tarot for any additional themes that are going to come up. First one is, this is the page. Page of Rainbows, which is Page of Pentacles and Adventure. That looks like a little kid about to wander off. Don't go. Wow. And so in Fifth of Rainbows, Fifth of Pentacles, the Outsider. Wow. Third one is Participation. This is such an odd one to look at from the top. Four Fire. It's like Four of Wands energy. Yeah, look at how this looks from the top. It looks like Aliens, X-rayed or something like that. And then this is, yeah, Queen of Water, Receptivity. So already this kind of feels like, well, there's children here. And I think the key thing about these children is that, first of all, we see only their backs. It's like we're witnessing something with these children. And I mean, adventure sounds nice, but this kid's alone. I personally don't like the kids alone. And then this one's locked up and can't go anywhere. So these kids are kind of a foil for each other. A kid that can't go out and a kid that has freedom. I feel like I'm just really getting like custody custody issues, like with this gavel and all this. It's like custody battle, like child living two lives, one life with one parent, one life with the other parent. And I don't feel probably the life with the one parent is all that great, but it took a long time for that to be changed. And there might have been a lot of isolation experienced by the child in this situation that they weren't able to fully heal in their other situation. And I feel maybe there's probably some issues with not believing, even if someone's trying to help you, that it won't be quickly. Like if you needed help right now, you're not likely to get it. And something like that is kind of clouding or coloring your life in a way that you don't realize. So I believe this dream is going to help bring that to the surface. That I don't think you have any faith and in community. I don't think you have any faith that you will actually be protected or taken care of when you need it, at least in not any meaningful amount of time. Not an amount of time that you would think is acceptable. And maybe not the amount of time that you would take if it was someone else needing your help. So I think that's a key theme here. I'm going to get the Dreams of Gaia Tarot and see if there's anything else in this. I'm like getting a lot of disappointment energy. It's kind of like, I don't know, that must be very tough. If you did have, or if you're dealing, you personally or your children are dealing in a split custody situation, and the life is like starkly different from one house to another, I feel it's probably really, there's a lot going down much deeper that probably even a therapist might not be able to pick up on right away. So I feel that's why these things are coming to the surface. Queen of Water came out, so that's another repeat card. Because this one is also Queen of Water. That happened in, I think, the last pile. The Crone. Woof. Oh crap, it's 5. So choice. Queen of Fire. And then 5 of Water. There's a... So maybe there is also this idea, by preferring one situation over another, that you might be disappointing someone else. I don't know what to think about this Crone energy with a Queen of Water and a Queen of Fire on both sides. I think this is meant to represent the contrast of what the child is dealing with, for good or for worse, right? If you had to have a parental figure, would you prefer the Queen of Water? Would you prefer the Queen of Fire? I would say probably people would prefer the Queen of Water, at least as a child, right? It's like you're wanting water, and maybe this is representing that. You're wanting water, but you just keep getting fired. Like even these fish, like you're praying for nurturing, you're praying for the kind of care that your soul and really needs, and you just keep getting the opposite of what you need in a situation. Like you want freedom, instead you get locked up. Like you don't even get time outside in your yard. You're like, nope, stay inside. It just seems like two very big extremes. And whether this is you or this is a child you're dealing with, it's like getting a glimpse into those deeper emotions that are causing this like split, the splintering within the spirit and the emotions, having to adapt to two different environments, two extremely different environments, is causing this kind of split where someone feels they need to be two different people and in different situations. But again, I think the real deeper sadness comes from feeling like help is on the way, but it's not coming quick enough. Like if only they knew, the people making the decisions understood the emotions that they were going through. I also kind of see this as like two different sides, splitting yourself into two different ways. You see this crying woman and the smiling woman. You know, it's one of those things, you know how they say retrieving soul fragments. How do the fragments get created? I feel like a very big fragment is being created in this specific situation. Like a very big fragment, almost splitting the person in two, to where you would have to retrieve almost an entirely new person later in life, or a whole other person, not new person, later in life. I almost like I don't really know what um, advice would be here, or this dream would do besides motivate um, either the person who went through this to kind of be aware of that split inside, the fragmentation inside, or the person who's currently trying to help someone going through this, the child, to be a bit more expedient if you can within reason and resolving the situation. It seems very specific, but dreams can be very specific without really having to do, or without seeming like they have any direct effect on your life. I mean, I've had plenty of dreams where I'm doing things I never do in real life. So hopefully this resonates a bit for you. If you're going through this, I'm sorry that you're going through this. But hopefully this dream would help to process some of these emotions. Thank you, Pile 3. Hi, Pile 4. You chose this Celestite. Another shiny baby. I'll put this up here. So I already pre-pulled some cards. First I have the Tea Leaf Oracle for any kind of symbolism or things within either a past dream or future dream you might have to give you an indication this is something you should pay extra attention to. So the first one is December. So that means this dream could be taking place in the winter or during the holidays, or your birthday could be in December, the birthday of a loved one, so you would know that this is taking place in December. Second card is Dog Close-Up. So you're getting a dog's face. It says pleasure with a close friend. Let's get close up for the dog close-up. This dog has a ponytail. And then third one is Tower. Solid foundation, success with effort. It's kind of opposite of a tarot tower, huh? And then Spear. Heartache over what you no longer have. Ooh, interesting. And then fifth card, Yoke. Feeling tied down or frustrated. So I'm going to have to get more cards before I understand what the connection is here. Yeah. This might be another theme of freedom. Now I have the Oshizen Tarot with more possible themes. First one is Five of Clouds or Five of Swords. Comparison. Feeling or heartache over what you no longer have. Maybe someone else has it. And then 2, Inner Voice. This is a major arcana. And then 3 is 16, Thunderbolt. So this is kind of like the Tower, right? Even though these ones don't line up exactly like the tarot. But it looks a lot like Tower. Whoa, so maybe this is about towers. And then Page of Fire, Playfulness. So there's like 2 separate themes. There is having fun in a situation with a friend. And then there's not feeling good. It's almost as if this is going to be a situation and a dream where you're out with a friend and you really enjoy this friend, you really love this friend, but like maybe everyone's favoring the friend over you, maybe everyone's comparing the friend to you, and it's like really bringing you down because you're like, can I just enjoy my time with my friend, or is everyone going to mention how they're much taller, nicer looking, richer, or just whatever than me? And sometimes like blatant crazy crap happens like that in dreams. Like, why is every stranger coming up to me telling me my friend is better than me or something like that? And it's almost getting, and with this inner voice, it's almost like it's confirming your own insecurity about yourself. And maybe that's why it's extra impact for you in a dream. So this might be a very interesting dream, but it's likely to make you aware that you might be subconsciously comparing yourself to others, specifically to the people close to you. And maybe this is an ego thing, and that's why we have tower like things here. Like your ego maybe putting you in competition with a close friend or a loved one, but you don't need to be. And this heartache over what you no longer have, if I take that a bit literally, it could be that you took a different path than this friend, and maybe you gave up something that they still have too. So it might be illuminating you to some regrets that you have deep down inside that you have to process. So I have the Dreams of Gaia Tarot, so I pull cards here to see what other themes are coming through about this. And these readings are going pretty quick. I haven't done one in a couple weeks, and I really wanted to do this one. But I'm not quite cut out for really long readings yet. My throat starts getting raspy after like 20 minutes, so. Alright. So let's see what Dreams of Gaia has. So first is abundance. Then integrity. Then Nine of Air, which is like Nine of Swords, but this doesn't really relate to Nine of Swords to me. This seems kind of like your mind really opening, and maybe to the point where you can actually handle everything coming through. And then 12, the Scribe. I might need to get a better camera so it stops like not focusing for me. So I'm seeing here, I think the abundance is kind of giving some hints to the idea of what you no longer have or what you're comparing yourself to when it comes to another person. And the integrity part, maybe in this dream you do something dishonest to maybe change your situation. This is a really weird scenario, but when I look at these two, it's like maybe you make a deal with the devil, so you gain things that you wouldn't have normally gained in a situation, and it ends up being, well, yeah, tied down. A deal with the devil, you're definitely going to be tied down. When it was your ego all along. It's your ego actually keeping you prisoner in the situation. But in order to escape your own ego, you might do something that compromises your integrity or gives up a bit of your freedom in order to gain access to things that you can't actually use, at least not for your own means. Because I think that's what I'm really getting about the Scribe. It's like the Scribe, it has access to all this knowledge. The Scribe has skills that other people don't have. And in ancient civilizations, they were sometimes the only people that could read or write aside from royalty. So it's like you've been given access to something, but you can't use it for yourself. because you signed a deal with the devil, and it was your ego that led you to it in the first place. So this might be a weird scenario to really show you that you're kind of being trapped by your own inner monologue saying that you're not good enough in a situation when there's no need to compare yourself. There's probably something that you're missing, which you'll have to probably contemplate in your waking life. I feel like this is going to show you what happens when you compromise your integrity, what happens when you let your ego rule and push you down a path that you're only pursuing because you want to feel better about yourself and do things that you feel you need to do because other people are doing them. So if you made a past choice to give up something that, like maybe a stream of abundance, um, you can't then appreciate whatever freedom you have from that, and but keep yourself trapped thinking, oh, I don't have as much as someone else. I think that's the key lesson here, that you're falling into a bit of an ego trap when it comes to your position relative to others, especially the people close to you. And that if you perceive that other people are trying to purposely make you feel bad about yourself, or they're putting you down, it could just be your own mind making you think this way. Also, I'm getting with the playfulness situation. This idea that you don't believe you're being taken seriously. You see, it's like a clown in this picture, and it's a page of pentacles. So maybe you wish people would take you more seriously, like they do maybe other people in your life. Like whatever you do is not respected by the people around you. So these are things to contemplate if this comes up from the subconscious, either via dream or an astral experience, like deep meditation, that these might be some feelings that you're having deep inside. And a lot of it is to do with the ego. So hopefully something here resonates for you and kind of helps you if you find yourself with these themes coming up or these issues. And hey, it'd be nice if it just all came in one dream, right? Thank you for